I am back. First recording in roughly a week and a half. That's kind of a lie because I did the most of this recording and my mic wasn't actually attached, so it was silent. But I'm doing it again. We're as we were. We've got 2 games to play in the league. We're in a pretty healthy position in the league, and we've got a pretty healthy bank balance. A few reasons to celebrate. More so than England had last Sunday. We are back with episode 8 and games against Hartlepool and Swindon. As we said, league looking pretty comfortable. Too comfortable, not a fan. Also, the finances. We're nearly sat on 2.5 million. Of course we are. Mostly because we took the buyout clause off Brentford in the last episode, if you remember. But still, it's a stupid amount of money to have, especially for a team in League 2. The transfer budget of just north of £1 million. Also, stupid. But what we don't have is me telling you to like and subscribe, flick the bell, do all that goodness. So we've even got that now. Look at it. And we've been knocked out of everything, but we can't get relegated already, so there's a bonus. We have 9 games left. I left you with Accrington and Scunthorpe in the previous episode. So we played Newport, came away with a 5-2 win. We then played Port Vale, came away with a 3-0 win. It was looking a bit questionable up until the 80th, and then we kind of grabbed it by the neck, so happy days. And then we've played Wickham, 3-3, and a 92nd minute penalty for them to equalise. Bit annoying, but we played well throughout, so it's alright, we're still doing good. We're doing significantly better than we should do. League-wise, as I said, it's all pretty well. We've got Hartlepool now, who are currently sat in 15th, and did actually come up with us. So, I don't know, it's a good yardstick to see where we are against last season. We're still only predicted 10th. We don't have any players in the Dream 11. And there's one thing I need to mention to you, is that transfers, we have lost Jack Baxter. He's gone out to Woking. Other than that, not a fat lot else has happened. And the only thing I will do is show you Adam Stevenson, because I thought, we've got a healthy little bit in the budget here. Why don't we try and bring him in? So I suggested it, and they want nearly 10 million. That's a little bit out of my range. Our team for the Hartlepool game. We've got Nichols in goal, Clark, Taylor, Stevenson, Elmorsey. Pretty familiar back 4C. Happy day. Got Brady and Thomas out wide, with Peake and Boadu in the middle. And the Giant is knocking about, holding forward. That's not a thing. Supporting striker behind Sol. There's no reason for us to not win this game. At least 10-0. We're nearly 20 minutes in. Not a lot has happened. Hartlepool have had a few shots, but nothing really of note. There's a throw-in for us on our right side. Sol has picked it up. He did still get it. I thought he was just going to kind of run about with it. Thomas has brought it down. Thomas has scored. It's 1-0 to us. It's going to plan, shall we say. Swindon, who are up next, have just scored against Wimbledon. You probably saw it in the corner. You may not. Told you anyway. I mean, it's a decent goal. I thought Sol had lost his possession here straight away. Then he sees his man at the back post and he goes, have a bit of that, lad. Running in. Mistimed header, obviously. Decent shot, decent goal in the near post. It's almost half time. We are up to second with that, with this win, because we're not there yet. We've definitely not had the better of the game, but we do have the better of the scoreline, so I think that's all we need, really. We'll go attackers, and we'll tell them that there's a lot more to come from them, and hopefully you'll stop being apprehensive. And the mids, and the defenders, why not? Everyone. Our goal scorer has picked up a knock, and I've done the silliness of encouraging them when they were currently in the lead, so obviously they all hate me. What's his knock? Potential knee injury? Ominous. Not a fan. We'll get Scotty Briggs on. And we'll also maybe have a look at taking Stevenson off. I was going to push him back, but he looks like he's about to pass out. We'll leave Elmorsey on there, mostly because I don't have another left back on the bench. I do kind of add Aina, but we'll give him 10-15 minutes, then bring him off. It's a goal kick for us. Nichols knocks it out to the right mid. Brady heads it on towards Sol. He has got Beereth towards the area, but not in by any means. He's still got it out wide. Gets it to the edge. Peak nods it in. Oh, no one was feeling to attack it. It's kind of where you want Stevenson there, just challenging the goalkeeper. He's probably still going to get it above him, even though he can use his hands. Same from them, but their guy just headed it on, even though he was the last player, so not sure about that. Peak. Beereth. Peak. Where's he going? Back to the centre-back. Stevenson, brilliant ball forward. Sol brings it down. Great save from the goalie. Maybe Sol could have put a little bit more behind it. We will take off El Morsi now, and we'll put Aina on for him. We've got about 13 minutes left of normal time. It's been a bit of a cagey game, to be fair. There's not really a lot going on. There's been a few shots for us, but maybe we should have capitalised on the ones we've had. But it's tickling towards extra time now, and the game's over. We've won. Not by any means in a comfortable fashion, but we've come away with the points, and that's the most important thing, really. What is the point? We've had, 6 successive promotions? We're currently in the playoff. Not even the playoff, automatic promotion spaces in our first ever league as a professional club. And Chris Cleaver says, this is so dull. It's like watching paint dry. I've paraphrased him, couldn't be bothered to read it properly. What are you complaining, lad? You're getting promotions? Go and support Scunny if you want to be exciting and also in the relegation zone. You absolute tool. Has anyone else been favourable for us? We're good today, but it's just one game. I'll get excited when we play like it every week. Again, in the automatic promotions, stop being a plum. Hate to come across a big tactics nerd, but how good were we to the defence today? Real solid at the base, allowed the forwards to grab and headlines. Read it yourself, because apparently my tongue isn't doing the job. But Henshaw's there, he knows what's going on. What a guy. Swindon Town. We're playing them next. They're currently sat. That's Wrexham. Bear with me a second while I eye their badge. I've lost them. There they are, 12th. Not even hidden. I've done it again. The thing's up there. Ignore me. But we're playing them. We're second. They're 12th. Do you know what? We're going for it. I want to win the league. I'm fed up now of saying, oh no, don't do it. Don't get promoted. Just do it. Go and have them. Right. Nichols in goal. Clark, Taylor, Stevenson and Morsi is the back four. Jarrett, Boadu, Peak, Durkin. And we do have Stevenson supporting McGregor as the strikers. The only thing I might do is look at taking Stevenson back here, bringing Sol in, swapping McGregor and Sol around because they're best friends. We're currently 3 points behind the team at the top of the league. We're chasing them down. We're going to have 7 games left after this one. So hopefully we'll make ourselves 7th title winners in a row. I believe it was title winners every year. I can't remember. I've got to be honest. I can't remember. But we're definitely going for 7 promotions. And because of Wimbledon are winning, we've already lost the position after saying that we're going for it. It's just the way it is, isn't it? The team are going to fall apart now. We'll encourage them. We've got 20 minutes on the clock. Let's do it. It's a goal kick for them. There Stevens kicks it forward. Spelled wrong, obviously. Knocks it to Taylor. He's got a man up in front of him. Now all the way back to the goalie. Why not? I'm all for it. Nichols, what are you doing here, kid? Just going to walk. Puts it to Stevenson. Spelled correctly, but there's a son on the end. And that was just terrible. And then he got beaten in the air as well. It wasn't him, it was Boy. I'll let him off. What a shot that was. And I'm pretty sure it skimmed the top of the crossbar from the guy with a really long name. It's a throw in for them for us on our right side. Boadu, Clark. Good ball down the wing. McGregor's going to pick that up. He's got Sol inside him. And Sol puts it straight back. McGregor smashes it. Stevens misses. And McGregor scores. I genuinely felt a little bit drunk there halfway through that. Because my tongue and my brain they weren't working together. They just weren't. What a 1-2 this is, though, from my strikers. McGregor sees the pass back to Sol, gets it back to him, smashes it, and their goalie misses it because his name's not spelt correctly. Does drag us back up into second place, that does. And Morsi throws it to... Was that a Rabona? That was the completely unnecessary Rabona there. And I'm all for it. Boadu, he's got a man out on the right. Jarrett nods it in. It's a bit hopeful, should we say, to the least. Harry Taylor's doing a hell of a lot of work in this game. Jarrett knocks it in. McGregor puts it in. He's second of the game. Our second of the game. It's 2-0. I called our centre-back, Harry Taylor, then. I'm not 100% sure his name's Harry. I'm pretty sure it is. But it's fantastic ball forward. It's just offside trap. Get in the bin. We smashed them. Just drop some praise on them. To throw in for us on the right side. Jarrett puts it to the back post. Durkin nods it back in. Oh, McGregor did have a shot for his hat-trick. And it found its way back to Sol, who just rattled the outside of the post. About 5 minutes left of the half now. It's probably just going to tick through. It's going all right. It's not ticking through. We've got a highlight just before it finishes, frustratingly. It's ruined my flow. McDade's knocked it all the way out to Jones. And they've headed it wide. And this guard Shielder is still on my screen because I've clicked his name about 5 minutes ago. We'll go to the dressing room. We'll tell them all they're doing fantastically. We'll send them out for the second half. It's thrown for McDade. Puts it to Gaksha. Not sure how to pronounce that, to be quite honest. To Stanley with them. Taylor heads it out. Of course he does. Botyh's got it. All the way back to his goalie from his own from our half, actually. It's a very negative play, but I'm cool for it if we're forcing them that far. Wilson, Botyh, Rathbone, they're just passing it round. They don't know what's going on. Stevenson's about to get sent off. I can feel it. Might take him out of here soon. Rathbone puts it out to Stanley for them on their right side. Good ball in. Stevenson attempts the header. And what's going on here? The guy with the long name has just... I think Stevenson needs to come off because that was terrible. And then his catch is caught napping for this ball that comes in as well. He slid it off his other striker's foot. Love that. I gotta love the commitment for that. Right, so we've got Stevenson and Stevenson that are coming off roughly at the hour mark. We'll go through this highlight and then we'll take the Stevensons off. Sol's got it out on the right side. Good ball in. It's, no one really attacking it though, frustratingly. Their strikers are left 2-on-2 again. They're very aggressive with their forwards. Is he going to get there to narrow the angle down, Taylor? He did. Causes a poor pass. And then a hopeful... what? They've still scored from it. It was offside. I knew that was going to happen. Don't worry about it. Because I was not concerned at all in the slightest. Look at this. They go, all right, that's out of the area. Lump forward. And all of our defence are caught on their heels. But, fortunately, both their strikers are offside. We'll take the Stevensons off now. So you can come off for Peak. And you can come off for Botyh. We'll leave that third sub, as usual, for about 75-80. We'll see how it's going on. We'll drop them some praise again, because they're doing all right. We'll need to get that defence sorted out, I think. Elmorsy's picked up the goal kick. Durkin knocks it into botyh. Gets past his man. He's got a guy on the outside of him. Doesn't need it. Has a shot. It goes about 5 foot wide. Don't worry about it. It's perfectly fine. It's coming up to the 75th. Clark's got a corner. Puts it to Botyh, who heads it just over. It's all right, you know. It's going all right. It's going all right. Morsey throws to McGregor. Back to Morsey. Good ball in from here. Ball in from deep. No, just kicks it at the guy stood in front of him. Classic. Peak. botyh. Peak. botyh. Don't let anyone else play. Don't worry about it. Morsey actually gets a ball in. McGregor's header. Caught by Stevens. It's going all right. Head forward. Botyh nods it out because he actually understands how to head a ball rather than Stevenson in this game. Durkin's picked up a lax pass from them. Lax isn't a word. Made it up. Morsey, what are you doing here, kid? Oh, he's running to his teammate. Of course he has. It's 3-on-2. It's 1-on-none. It's 2-2. That was utterly shite. Terrible. I want to shout at him. I'm going to encourage him and I'm going to make that third sub because something needs to change. Just don't know what. I'm not watching this highlight. You can watch it in the background. Help yourself. I know you physically can't watch it, but... Durkin, you cost us that, so you can come off for Thomas. We've got 13 on the clock to try and turn it around. It's coming into, injury time now. It's nearly done. I mean, what did I say? As soon as we decide to put all our eggs in the basket of winning the league, we drop points. Of course we do. Of course we do. I'm thinking we'll come back we'll aim at least for Stockport versus County. If it looks like we can secure promotion before that, we'll come back before. If it looks like it's going down to the wire, we may come back after. But to be honest, at the moment, we're 7 points clear of 4th place. So we may very well be securing it in those 2 games, which is ridiculous to think of. But we'll probably do them 2 and then come back for when we're going to just secure our place in the league. But by the looks of it, I'm thinking it's going to be 2nd or 3rd. But I came into it just hoping to not be promoted. No, I mean ridiculously. I kind of was hoping not to be promoted, but it's gone and happened. Again, it's the formation. It's a bit good. It just is. And when you've got magical players like John Joe Shelby in there, who's going to say no? If you have enjoyed that, give me a like, subscribe, flick the bell. And thank you very much for your time.